All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of CIGAR-B-Q. It's cold, it is snowing, and today we are going to cook a Valentine's Day brunch, which will consist of heart-shaped pancakes, grilled cheese with bacon, and nice fluffy omelets with a secret little ingredient to get those wicked fluffy omelets. Stick around, I got my cigar. I don't have a La Gloria today because my favorite cigar I think has been discontinued. That's a La Gloria Cubana N. So I have with me here a Fat Molly, which is a Kentucky Fire Cured cigar. This one is the sweets edition. Has a little infusion on the end. So I got my, here it is, my cup of coffee. And let's get started. You know how I am, I like to experiment. What I have with me is I bought some cookie cutter molds, and instead of cutting them out of the pancakes after they cook, you know, wasting food. Not only that, I just wanted to try and see if I could pour the pancake batter right into the molds. You don't have to do 1,000 of these. It's just the thought, you know. So what I'll do is spray the inside, spray my griddle. I got some pancake batter. You can use whatever you like. So the idea here is try and pour this in and hold the mold down so the pancake batter doesn't push under the cookie cutter. So it's cold out here, so my batter is like getting pretty thick. So you'd want to try and fill in the cookie cutter mold with the batter. And we'll leave it on there for a minute. And I can't guarantee that this thing is not going to spread when I lift it. Okay, try another one. Another cookie mold. Spray it. Put it over there. Get some batter. Okay, batter into the mold. Like so. Trying to do this tactfully so my camera can see it. Wow. You really have to appreciate grilling to do this. I have a feeling this is not going to work. It's taking way too long for these to set up. But we'll see. If it doesn't work, I'll cut it out with the cookie cutters after it's done cooking. What are you going to do? So I have my cigar here somewhere. Here it is. Got a V cut. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to let these sit out here for a minute, see what happens. We'll see if this is a fail. I'll be back in a few. Alright, so here's what we have so far. When I lifted the mold, you could still see kind of the part there, but when I lifted it, it spread. So that was a fail. That'll be daddy's piece. I could be wrong, but I'm not. This one looks a little more edible. We'll see what happens. Now I have this one. I put a little less batter, and I want to see if that helps because it rose very high, right? So I just want to let this rest sit there. I'm going to lift it now. Just for the sake of television, I want to create some drama. So I'll light my cigar up a little more first and make you wait. Okay, go. Not a bad cigar, but it's not a La Gloria. Not the end, anyway. Okay, so I'm going to lift this up. Now, it's very hot. I don't have my tongs with me, so. And that's a little better, but it's still spreading. See? So you're gonna give these to your loved one. They're gonna think either you're crazy or you hate them. So this could work, but it's not. We'll see how it looks. I'll flip it over and maybe it'll look pretty. Yep. Alright. A little dark. Still sends a message, I hate your guts, but we're getting somewhere. So I have my coal set up at indirect heat, left to right. So I'm going to try and pour the next one in the middle. So I'm going to put these aside so I don't get them all soggy with snow. Okay, I'll let that mold cool down. And then I'll use this other one. So don't forget, you got to spray that release. Spray. Oh. Now I put it in the center line. Just enough to get it to spread. And don't be afraid to manipulate it to the corners. Alright, there we go. Nice. So hold it down for a second. It's kind of like watching paint dry, right? So hold it down. Alright, let's see a minute. As you can see, it's not working the way I planned. But you never know until you try. I mean, they're cute, but what are you gonna do? I gotta get these pancakes done because my family's hungry. So, a little bit of WD-40. The batter is like really, really cold. Pancake batter right here. See, as it warms up, it spreads. Make it thick. I'm using Bisquick pancake mix. So these are cute. I think I can get away with this one. Nice. So I have high blood pressure, and did you ever mess with those blood pressure cups that they give you in those little portable ones that, you know, the ones that you buy at like Walgreens or one of your favorite drugstores? Dude, they're impossible to get on by yourself sometimes. I mean, my blood pressure goes up trying to get the blood pressure cup on. How do you get an accurate reading with these stupid things? The worst thing I've ever seen. You go into a doctor's office, do they tell you to take your own blood pressure? No, but my doctor tells me, take your blood pressure at home. Let's keep monitor it. Yeah, I get aggravated because I can't get the cup on properly. And the machine keeps saying fail or some nonsense. Barbecued pancake. Only here on CIGAR-B-Q. Try and make them round. There we go. That's a terrible one. Coming out, you know, coagulated. So this is the last of them. Turn them over. Came out pretty nice. There's the baby one I was telling you about. I gotta try and get to him over here. Forget it. He's gonna be hurting if I don't move him over. There we go. And it came out like an apple. It's cute. I'll show you when it's done. Did I mention it's snowing out? The heart. Stupid snow. And I will, let's see if I can cut one. Just trim it up a little bit with the cookie cutter. Like so. There we go. See, so basically you're not wasting food, right? Because you're still cutting the heart out around the heart you made, you see? So I'm gonna give it some strawberries. Like so, maybe this way, decorate a little bit. Bada boom, bada bang. I don't want to look like something you worship in church. You know, that heart-shaped hand grenade thing they Now I got a nice assortment of blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. Got these at the local grocery. Fresh from about a week ago. Some color. Nice. And there it is. One pancake that took about 2 hours to make here on CIGAR-B-Q. Alright, so that's one. And I'll bring the rest in the house. Blueberries. Not that thing, I don't know what that was. A couple of nice big chunky strawberries, and there you go. That's the pancake phase. Time for the bacon. This is the fun part. Chocolate chips out of there. Although chocolate chip bacon, that could be a thing. Oh yeah. Oh. This thing, oh. It's tangled up, but this is good. Oh. My gosh. Leave a little bacon grease in here for the French toast. You know, people complain sometimes there's a couple of pieces of mold on a piece of cheese. You cut the mold off, right? Cheese is fermented anyway. Cut the mold, the cheese is good. Right? Bread. I've eaten moldy bread. I've taken it off the edge. Slice of bread's still good. So, one tip I can give you is if you feel like your bread is moldy, eat it in the dark. Moldy bagel. Eat it in the dark. You can't tell if it's moldy or not. And everybody knows my story about the fly, you know? Running up an alleyway as a kid. I just got done eating. And I wanted to meet up with my friends, so I ran out there really fast. I ate and I ran up the alleyway to the front of the house. And I'm walking around, I'm thinking there's food in my mouth, and it turns out it was a fly. So I chewed on it, so I said, what the heck is this? I spit out what was in my mouth. I look, and it's a fly, all contorted. His eye was broken, his ass was chewed. Whoa, bacon fire. Gotta be careful. That happens, cover the grill. Choose. I like rye, believe it or not. This, so I'm gonna butter these on one side. So when I'm ready to throw them on, I don't have to butter the pan. The butter is on the back of the bread. And then I have a low carb bread. It's 1 carb per slice. With the bacon and the cheese, you're looking at maybe 2 gram or 3 gram carb grilled cheese sandwich. There's some cheese. You can put whatever cheese you want. This is American. So what I do is I take the bread. Wow, this butter is even ice cold frozen. Nice cheesy cheese. Well, if I put 4 slices, these are sliced thin. This depends on your cheese gauge or how thick your cheese is how many slices you put on. And I'm going to take, I don't know, 2 slices of bacon look good. And I take this top piece already buttered, like this. And then I put my grilled cheese in the pan. Nice. Make another one. There's the bacon grease in it. I'm gonna put that on there. And I think these are doing okay. I'm gonna cover this up. Now remember, if you have a split heat, indirect heat, pick a side, but your grill vent should go over the coals so that the heat draws out over your food. Alright, so grill's hot, but with having hot grilled cheese, it looks pretty good. It came out nice. This is the Keto friendly grilled cheese. Pull some of that great bacon grease out of there. Nice. Alright. Pick up some of that grease. These are done. I can't waste any bacon here. Oh my god. Okay, so what I have here is 2 tablespoons of the secret ingredient, which I will reveal shortly. A quarter cup of half and half, 3 eggs. I am going to, I got this injection molded ham. I'll cut some of this up quick. And then I'll show you the other ingredients, because I always have good ingredients. See the little bubbles? Suck out the air. Alright, so we got some ham. I add my creamer, the secret ingredient, which is pancake batter. Now, break the yolk. You mix this whatever way you want. You just try and get everything mixed together. Nice. Okay. Do all that. It's okay if you have little lumps of pancake batter, because that'll just add to the aeration of the omelet. I'm gonna put some peppers in now. A little bit of pepper, some onions, some injection molded ham. Mix that up. Let's see how it goes. Oh, if this burns, I don't know if I'm gonna make another one. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to make this omelet on an overheated grill. Naturally, you would use a smaller skillet, but this is what I got to work with. I gotta lift the grill, and I gotta make some adjustments. Now the trick's going to be flipping this darn thing. See how this goes. I'm gonna let it cook. Rise up. Rise up, gather round. Anybody know what that's from? So there's 2 types of box press cigars, right? So if you ever wonder how they make them square, they put them in molds, right? And one, they use slats, which is the more difficult way. They put the cigar in little wood slats. It's called trunk pressing, right? So they put these slats in, they put them in a press, and they sit. And then after whatever amount of time, depending on the size of the cigar or whatnot, they rotate the cigar and do it again. They press them in again, right? And then the other way, they have these other molds that are, it's pre-molded. It's called a dress box. And they put the cigars around when they go in, but they put these molds on and they clamp them down and they push, makes them into a square. And that could take them anywhere from 30 minutes to 3 hours. It's not sticking. It's got to cook a little more. Wow. It's always a challenge, I think, doing an omelet on a grill. But they are fluffy in a controlled environment like a grill. In the kitchen, you'd have much better results. And that's the one where they, nice, look at that. So that's good. So it's got all my toppings in there. And then throw some cheese in it, because I like cheese in my omelet. Naturally, you could do Swiss, you could do whatever cheese you want. The cow's the limit. Milk product you want to put in your omelet, that's up to you. There we go. I'm going to fold this over. Look at that. That is a fluffy omelet. I don't care what anybody says. So I'm going to let this cook a little more because there's need more cooking. Thanks for sticking around. It's not like you had a choice. Could be wrong, but I'm not. So I threw a couple of slices of injection molded ham on here because I didn't want to cook more bacon. Nice. This omelet's looking nice, huh? Beautiful. Got all the onions mixed in here. Forget about it. It's like an Italian wedding soup. And I got all this stuff in it. My mother used to make this stuff called poverty stew. She would take all the leftovers, noodles, vegetables, you know, things that would work in a soup. You don't want to throw bread in there, but she would make a poverty stew. There was all the leftover vegetables and meats and stuff that we had, you know, after a couple of days. She'd make a big stew out of it. It was actually pretty good. And I also wanted to mention a friend of mine, his name is Nick. He has a show, My Prep Table. It's called My Prep Table. His name is Nick. I'll provide the link. Good friend of mine. He's in New York, and he just started up his own little cooking show. And he's a gourmet chef. He does fancy stuff. But you could follow along. It's not like fancy, like I don't have this, I can't get that. It's stuff you can get in the supermarket, nothing that's out of reach. It's called My Prep Table. You go to mypreptable.com, and he's got some videos up, but he's also got a lot of recipes, all different breakfast, lunch, dinner, desserts, all kinds of stuff. I'd love to get him out here in Chicago. We'll do some gourmet food on the grill. That would be spectacular. All right, so I'm going to remove this omelet. And there goes my ham. Let me rescue that bastard. You stay there, you rat bastard. All right, so here's my omelet. Okay. That, my friends, was another episode of CIGAR-B-Q. We did a brunch. We had heart-shaped pancakes and maybe some botched up ones, you know. We did grilled cheese with bacon, a keto-friendly version, and a regular whole wheat bread. And then the fluffy omelet. I'll put the recipe at the end of my episode. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, cook, eat, and smoke. I'm going to say goodbye to these coals. Goodbye, coals. Goodbye, my friends. I'll see you next time.